Are displaced minors in Manipur being recruited as frontline fighters amidst the ongoing crisis in the trouble-torn state? Well, the Manipur Human Rights Commission, the Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights and the Manipur State Commission for Women have expressed concern over alleged recruitment of minors from relief camps as frontline fighters and have urged all concerned organizations and groups to refrain from such practices, emphasizing the need to protect the rights and interests of children.
There are certain media reports and social media reports, almost I must say, that certain communities are engaging in the recruitment of minor children to be their frontline fighters. That is totally in violation of the United Nations norms, UNCRC, which is banning or prohibiting recruitment of children, the use of the child soldier in conflict. So these commissions are again appealing to the concerned outfits not to recruit further any minor who are under the age of 18 to be the child soldier. And government agencies, including police, are being alert to deal this case very minutely.
Earlier, during a joint sitting held on January 13 in Bishnupur, the commissions interacted with district-level officers and internally displaced persons, documenting the various challenges faced by them. The commissions also recommended that the government establish 2 residential schools in each district to provide education to IDPs. The commissions appealed to the government to set up residential schools in every affected district, which would not only provide educational opportunities to displaced students, but also reduce transportation cost.
We are from the 3 commission. We are earnestly appealing to the government of Manipur Education Department to open at least 2 residential schools in each and every district of the state, so that a large chunk of students who are IDP already can be accommodated in these residential schools. Once the child is placed under residential school, there will be no question about transportation also. They will be housed in the residential schools, in the hostels, then they can go easily to the concerned school.
The commissions also highlighted that suicide cases have increased in relief camps and emphasized that the government should help IDPs secure a livelihood.
There have been a lot of suicide cases, including certain women have committed suicide. And women are facing the brunt of this conflict at the most. Sometimes they have lost their husband, they become the lone breadwinner. Government should come with certain life skill and the livelihood skill facilities or training to the women IDP, so that they can also earn their livelihood once again.
All right, to know more on this, I'm being joined live with our chief news editor, Nabarun Goswami from the newsroom. So, Nabarun, big development here. Well, the Manipur Human Rights Commission, in fact, the Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights and the Manipur State Commission for Women, they have expressed concern over, alleged recruitment of minors from relief camps as frontline fighters. Nabarun, so your take on this?
A very serious concern raised by the Manipur Human Rights Commission and the Manipur Commission for Protection of Child Rights. Of course, they are quoting media reports and social media posts here, but definitely there's an inkling, there are indications that children from the relief camps, minors from the relief camps are being recruited by certain groups in parts of the state to be child soldiers or frontline warriors for those particular groups. Now, this is not the first time, Priya, that such a report has come to the fore. Even last year, if you remember, around about October, November, there are reports that certain groups in the state are recruiting children. Of course, not specifically, it was not said that specifically children from the relief camps or displaced minors, but definitely children were being recruited. And this is why this is serious is because this creates hardcore cadres. They are creating hardcore cadres for the outfits. Also, these minors can be later used as carrier of drugs. So that's why this is a very serious concern. Lucky, what are the agencies saying? Has the state government so far reacted to this? Has there been any statement from the police on this, or any indication that they acknowledge that such a thing is happening in the state and there needs to be a crackdown on this? Lucky Boy Singh.
Yes, Nabrun, from the various social media posts, we could also witness that child minors have been used as a frontline warrior, have been also using as a soldier in the present conflict in Manipur. So the Manipur Human Rights Commission as well as Manipur State Commission for Protection of Child Rights have been also mentioning that from the social media posts and from the local media, they have came to know that the minors have been used in the present conflict. So they have been appealing the general public, the organization, the outfits not to recruit the minors. But as of now, we could not see much more action from the side of police. But yes, police might be conducting much more investigation on that, because they have been also acknowledged by the posts that have been gone viral in the social media. Nabro.
Lucky, there are 2-3 more things, very important things that the rights bodies have highlighted. One is the rising suicide rates, especially among women, and also the lack of residential schools or lack of education or any opportunities for the minors, for the youths, for the children. Now, all these are very related, and unless these issues are addressed properly, things like this will continue or may rise. However, there is no official confirmation so far from the government or from the police that yes, children are being recruited as frontline fighters. But definitely there are rumors and there are murmurs on social media, strong murmurs on social media, which has forced the rights bodies today to give a statement on this. Having said that, residential schools, yes, very much needed. Each district, 2 residential schools probably. Suicide rates, livelihood opportunities, all these are related. What are the long-term plans of the N. Biren Singh government for all these to ensure that such activities that the outfits do not get a chance to recruit any child soldier or anyone for that matter for their nefarious activities?
Yes, Nabrun, we could not know much more details about N. Biren Singh government's plan regarding the internally displaced people. And yes, the commission have also been appealing the government of Manipur to give a time frame for those people living in a relief camp, because staying in a relief camp, staying in a single room for the last 1-2 years, people are now becoming a traumatic, and now many suicide cases have been rising. Even today itself, one middle-aged person was tried to commit a suicide, but he have been rescued by the neighboring by the localities, and he have been admitted at RIMS hospital right now. So as the suicide case has been rising day by day, as people have been living in the relief camp for the last more than 20 months, and they didn't have any much more place for earning their breads, and they are also remembering their own on residents. So commission have documented all that complaints that all the issues that have been raised by the IDPs during the camp sitting on 13th of January at Bishnupur, and they have been appealing government of Manipur to create a time frame, close the relief camp, as well as to take fast initiative to resettle all the internally displaced people, and to prevent from any further escalation of suicide cases in Manipur.
Lucky, a lot of the IDPs have also been given shelter, temporary shelters. What will the percentage, if we talk about Imphal Valley, what will be the percentage of IDPs, people who have received temporary shelter from the government?
As of now, at Imphal East, there were 3-4 shelter homes that have been established by the government, and around people around 600 to 800 people have been staying at the shelter home at in Infal East and Infal West too. They were also, government have also provided the government quarters as a relief camp, as a residential, as a shelter home, as well as in Bishnupur district. There are also many relief camp, many shelter homes that have been opened by the government. Despite staying in the shelter homes, despite staying in relief camps, people are missing their own home because the violence have hit more than 20 months. So they are remembering their home. They want to move back at their own residence. They have lost their earnings. So people are much more suffering. Not only the male, the female, the mothers who have lost their husbands during the conflict are also suffering. They are the lone bread earners, so they are also suffering, and they have been also requesting the commission for an initiative from the government for organizing a skill scheme or skill development or earning places. So Commission is also requesting the government of Manipur to create some skill facilities that can provide jobs to the mothers, the lone women who are the bread earner of the families.
Absolutely. The need of the hour could be getting a special package for all the IDPs and get them some livelihood and get education for the children. Probably that will stop these kind of activities. Thank you so much, Lucky Boy Singh, and do keep following up on this. We need an official reaction, especially from the police, on these very big allegations that the Manipur Human Rights Commission today spoke about. Thank you, Lucky Boy Singh, there, our correspondent from Imphal. Over to you, Priya, in the studios.
Right, Nabarun Goswami, thank you so much for all those details.